From the Catherine Sakala Studios in Patterson, New Jersey, Green Hour Media proudly presents Is This Real? Tonight, fortune telling. Is it real? And now your host, JC3.
Hey there, fellow truth seekers. Are you ready to dive deep into the mysteries of the universe? Look no further than isisrealpc.com, your one-stop destination for all things mysterious and unexplained. From captivating podcast episodes to thought-provoking articles, our website is packed with fascinating content that will leave you questioning reality. Visit isisrealpc.com today and join our community of curious minds as we explore the unknown together. Don't just wonder, discover the truth today at isisrealpc.com.
Warning, the content of this podcast may include mature themes, explicit discussions, and sensitive subjects that might not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. If you are sensitive to these topics, or if there are young ears around, we recommend listening with caution or choosing a different episode.
Welcome, everybody, to another fantastic episode of Is This Real?
Is this real?
Tonight's episode, you heard Big Joe said, we are talking about fortune telling and the mysteries and mysticism of fortune telling.
We're almost done with the season, right?
Yes, we have 2 episodes after this episode.
Nice.
So we have 2 episodes left of season 13 after tonight's episode. But in the booth, we have the Pope Disgraceful himself.
I'm the Pope.
Welcome, Pope. On the other side, we have Big Joe. Big Joe, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
And we have Mr. West. Mr. West is in the building.
You want some weed?
Oh, okay. So tonight, gentlemen,
Driving.
First question, I'll start with you, Pope. Have you ever been to a fortune teller?
Fuck no.
Oh, we could tell how this is going to be. By the way, real quick, before we actually really get into it, I do want to say this is going to be a short episode tonight. Half an hour, full, no break episode. So get into it.
No, I don't believe in it at all because to me, divination is too vague. I've mentioned this on previous episodes when talking about stuff like tarot card readings or shit like that. It's like you're interpreting these things in front of you, and it's who knows if your interpretation is correct or not. Mm-hmm. So I don't need anyone reading my palm or looking into a crystal ball or holding hands and chanting. You're making a guess. I don't care that you say you're divine or you're in touch with some other aspect or plane. In me, it's not real.
All right. Mr. West, as you're filling your mouth up, how have you ever been to a fortune teller?
Mm-mm.
No. Thank you.
No, but I was gonna say, I've had tarot cards read on me, so I don't know if that would be counted as a form of fortune telling.
Yeah, didn't you say that in the tarot card episode? You were here for the tarot card episode, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said that in the tarot card episode, I believe.
Yeah, I wasn't here for the tarot card episode.
No, you weren't.
Oh, and the movie Terror is okay, by the way, not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah,
okay.
Not sponsored. All right, Big Joe, how about you? Have you ever?
It's all shit.
Wait, West, are you finished with yours?
No, I was just gonna say that.
Sorry about that.
It was just the tarot card. That's the closest to like a fortune telling that I've had, but like going to like a quote unquote psychic and getting like
palm
read
readings,
and
yeah.
like fucking crystal ball, none of that shit.
All right, how about you, Big Joe?
I think it's all shit.
Have you ever been to a fortune teller?
I've never been, and I won't be because of religious reasons. However, I don't buy into it. I don't. And I get, Anthony wants me to tell us a cute little story. A place I was working, I was delivering for somebody, and we were delivering printing. and we had
Printing for a fortune teller?
Like business
right,
cards
we
and
were
shit.
doing
Oh,
business
okay.
cards. So I walked into the door, and little bell rings on the door. Nobody's there, and I hear a voice from the back say, "Who is it?" So in my arrogance, I turn around and say, "Well, you're the fortune teller. You tell me." Okay. If you're so good at it, let me know. I've known people.
Asshole.
Literally, I've known people have gone to
It runs
this,
in the family, huh?
and they don't.
First
have,
of all, it walks in the family.
okay. I've yet to talk to anybody that says, yes, I went to a fortune teller when I was 18, and now I'm 35, and they told me it was true. However, saying that, if you want to separate the fortune teller from the ones that speak to the dead, that's a different ballgame.
That's a psychic. That's
Right.
that's
The
a
mediums?
medium. That's
medium. That's
Would
a
an
different
oracle
ballgame.
count as a fortune teller?
But as far as
oracle.
Do we have any of those anymore?
Yeah, like who the fuck talk? When was the last time you heard somebody was like, "I went to an oracle last night"?
I don't know, I'm just saying, like, wouldn't an oracle count as a fortune teller or something?
I
I don't know what the fuck oracle is.
Anthony, I'll let you. Yes, no.
What?
An oracle as a fortune teller?
Yeah, it's a form of fortune. Like oracles, from what I understand, are used more in the idea of like hundreds of years ago, with kings and queens and shit. Like you had someone who was
Oh, like Merlin.
yeah, like someone who was in touch with the divine, who
love
could
that story,
predict
man.
like if this child is born, this is the reign he shall have, type of shit. And of course, the king, I'll throw my baby off a cliff because I can't have that. Like the story of Oedipus. He was a motherfucker, wasn't he?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask our audience in the comments under this thing. I'll guarantee you. Tell us if you've had an experience at a psychic, or I'm sorry, at a fortune teller. Has anything they've done come true?
Yeah, I mean,
How many has not come true? How many has come true? I'll guarantee you it's 50%, right down the middle.
Well, I mean, 50% at least for me at least leads.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
dude.
that's pretty good for fortune telling.
That's pretty
It's
good.
guesswork.
It's average.
Well, no, it's
Did you
better
hear
than
about that?
It
average.
literally is average.
Did you hear about?
It's either it happens or it doesn't.
All right, so right now the New
That's
York
pretty-
Mets
that's
are
pretty good.
the New York Mets are 18 and 20.
No, there's a difference between
They're
telling the
average.
fortune. No. There's a difference between telling a fortune and playing a game where you have the physical outcome of
You can control
where
the
you can
thing.
control it. You can't control. I mean,
I'm talking about
you
the percentage
can
wise here.
control.
If you're a smart psychic, you tell people what they want to hear. That way they go, well, the psychic told me it would be this way.
Very vague.
Yeah, exactly. It's vague. And then they I have to do that in order to get there. So they start doing it.
I think
It's like, it's inspiration on a stupid level.
you know what I think it is. I think that's the key phrase or key word for this season is vague.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit that we've talked about so far this season. It's like it's so vague or that's so vague or stuff like that.
Well, did you hear about the midget psychic who escaped prison?
He's a small medium at large.
He's a
Shut
small
the fuck
medium,
up.
He's a small medium at large.
Okay, so for me at least,
Wait a minute. Time out. I object.
Why
Can
do
I
you
object?
object?
I used that word midget and I got yelled at.
Don't worry, it's going to be. I have
It's
to. Bleep.
fine. They'll protest outside. It'll be hilarious. I've had up to here with them personally.
I'm gonna have to sit there and bleep that word out 3 different times now. So thank you, Anthony. West Muay Thai.
Jesus
Well, after
Christ.
you're done eating Muay Thai. All right, so for me, I've never been to a psychic. I don't believe in the psychics or fortune tellers or anything like that. But let's see what I find interesting here, and I actually like this is like we sit here and like we talk about Wikipedia, right? What the fuck are you guys looking at? They're not. They can't see you, the people on screen. It's recording me. Okay. What
Gumby?
On top of the cupcake, baby.
what the fuck is happening here?
Oh,
The blue thing, you got to do it.
Oh no.
You got to do
What
it.
the fuck is happening here? I don't know what's happening here. That's a magician. That's a magician hat. There's a difference between.
welcome back to our program. Not sponsored.
Anywho,
This
So-
one goes out to all the witches and warlocks out there.
so guys,
Yes.
focus.
Okay.
Can we sit here and say that we don't like, even though we use it, Wikipedia is not a trusted site, right?
It's gotten better, but no, it's really not.
But
you shouldn't put
you would
faith in it.
expect like Wikipedia to be like there's anything goes with Wikipedia. There's nothing really like really sit there. What I find funny with this as far as fortune telling this is the definition of fortune telling in Wikipedia.
I'm all ears.
So it says fortune telling is the unproven spiritual practice of predicting information of a person's life. So right there, Wikipedia doesn't even believe this shit.
No.
Or at least the person that wrote the definition doesn't believe it.
Anything when it comes to this mysticism shit needs to have that word unproven in there because you can't prove it.
That's what makes it funny to me, is that even Wikipedia is like, it's unproven. But so it's the practice of predicting information about a person's life. The scope of fortune telling is in principle identical with the practice of divination. The difference is that divination is a term used for predictions considered part of a religious ritual, invoking deities or spirits, while the term fortune telling implies a less serious or formal setting, even one of popular culture where belief in occult workings behind the prediction is less prominent than the concept of suggestion, spiritual practical advisory, or affirmation.
Translation is being a psychic's more like, public radio. And divination's more like a walkie-talkie. I'm using.
That was me. It was me.
It's all nonsense.
Well,
and horse
take
shit.
take a listen to this. So
sure.
historically, Pliny the Elder describes the use of a crystal ball in the 1st century CE by soothsayers. Later written in medieval Latin, it's crystallum orbis, or scribes as orbiculum. Contemporary Western images of fortune telling grow out of folkloristic. There we go. Reception of Renaissance magic, specifically associated with Romani people. During the 19th and 20th century, methods of divination from non-Western cultures, such as the I Ching, were also adopted as methods of fortune telling in Western popular culture. What is he doing now?
Please, Tony, please tell me my fortune.
I see marijuana in your future.
No way, dude! I have such a joint right now.
Please. You just fucked up the camera. Can you fucking put it back, please?
You need to put down some gaffer tape. This
To the left.
to the left. Take it back now, yo. There
More.
You
Right
go.
there.
That's perfect. That's.
Please, Tony the Tubby, tell me what you're telling me.
I see a Twinkie in your future, JC3.
Are you gonna buy the Twinkie? Anyway, so the methods, you have palm reading, astromancy,
that means the ability to send your spirit out so you can watch shit from a distance.
There you go.
and
Yeah,
then
didn't we
come back.
talk about that a couple
Yeah,
of
astral projection. That
Yeah,
was-
astral
yeah.
projections, yeah.
It sounds like astral
So
projection.
the
bro.
palm reading thing, you have the heart line, the love line, the lifeline. They look at your lines and on your hand, and they try to tell you, like, they read your right hand, it's one thing. If they read the left hand, it's another thing. It's different facets of your life. I got more wrinkles on my balls, and like they don't want to read that, so I want details, people.
Horary astrology is an ancient branch of horoscope astrology in which the astrologer attempts to answer a question by constructing a horoscope for the exact time at which the question was received and understood by the astrologer.
Wow, I wish I could be that. I can make up fortune cookie shit. That's really cool.
Pendulum reading. Do we all know what pendulum reading is?
It's you read the lines in the sand, right? Based
believe
off with
so,
the way the
yes.
pendulum swings.
Spirit board reading.
A Ouija board?
Weird Ouija board. Now, sometimes the pendulum like happens during an earthquake, and the psychic shits his pants. He's like, that's not a good sign.
Tasseography.
Don't know what that is. What's tasseography?
Tasseography. Oh, it's the reading of the cup.
Oh, like the tea leaves and shit?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is decaf. Like, you know.
Cardomancy is fortune telling with cards, tarot card reading.
Yep.
Crystallomancy, which is reading of a crystal sphere.
Uh-huh.
And chiromancy, which is palmistry, reading of the palms. So we talked about that, yeah.
Listen, if you're out there and I'm offending you in any way, shape, or form, good.
Good.
Cast a spell on me. See what happens.
There's a lot more. Then you have necromancy, nephomancy.
What's the nephomancy?
Nephomancy is...
Well, necromancy is dead.
Yeah, necromancy is dead. Nephomancy is... this one, you guys are going to love this one.
Uh-huh.
It's by reading the shapes of the clouds.
Oh, I'm predicting rain. Son of a bitch, I was right. That's like some asshole walking around with an umbrella. It's like, how did you know?
That's kind of tough to do when the clouds aren't even real anymore.
Onomancy. Hold on. Wait, what?
Say automancy is like reading a car?
No, onomancy is by telling
You have a hubcap.
telling the fortunes of names.
Oh, like your name. This is what your name.
Dude, there's so many. Holy shit.
Yes, there's so many because it's a lot of ways to scam people out of money.
Aromancy is interpreting atmospheric conditions.
Oh, I would do pyromancy.
Electromancy is by observer. Hold up.
I read my toaster.
Hold on. No. It's not It's Electro.
Electro, yes.
That is by observation of a rooster pecking at a grain.
Can we cut the episode to 20 minutes?
It's like the guy sitting, like he's sitting on a farm. He's like, you know what that means? 5 more years between Israel and Palestine before it's all over. The fuck do you? What do you say, Psychic Jed?
Wait, hold on. So you have.
One of those, bro.
All right, there's more. I'm gonna go through them all. Fuck it. Alluremancy, which is by reading a flower. And by flower, but not plants. I'm talking about flour, like the ones we cook with.
Oh, okay.
Astrology, we talked about that.
Stupid.
I'm
Astromancy.
sensing semolina.
Astrology is celestial bodies.
Sure.
Astromancy is by the stars. Augury is by the flight of the birds.
Oh, fuck. He's pecking.
Auramancy is by someone's aura or feelings.
See that? I've heard a lot about that. And like, here's something weird. I'm not trying to do whatever the fuck. But there is this idea of like, you connect a color to someone's like personality or mood or some shit.
Okay.
Like, do you remember we did an episode of numerology where like, 2 is male, 3 is female. No one knows what the fuck you were talking about.
That wasn't.
But that makes sense to you, so.
It does make sense to me, and I can repeat it if you like.
Like, Sarah's like that, too. Like, she'll look like she can meet someone.
She's into spooky shit, so.
No, she's not into spooky shit. She doesn't like spooky shit.
She doesn't like spooky shit.
But she can meet someone, and, like, we'll be walking away. Like, someone we've never met, like a new neighbor or something. She's like, he's very green. And I'm like, the fuck does that mean? He looks fine. Is he sick? She's like, no, like, his aura. He's getting this green vibe off of him. And I went, he could just be an asshole. Like,
He could.
But you know what? It means something to her. So.
It does. Like, that's what this all comes down to. These things mean something to the person who's interpreting it.
Let me just go through them. All right.
Sure.
Please.
React. All right. So Bazi or 4 pillars is by our day, month, and year of birth, kind of like numerology.
Yeah. But based off when you're born.
Bibliomancy is by books.
Oh.
Frequently, but not always, religious texts. Cartomancy is by playing cards, or tarot cards, or oracle cards. Ceromancy is by patterns in melting or dripping wax. Chiromancy is by the shape of the hands and the palms. Chronomancy is by determining of lucky or unlucky days.
Hold on, go back. That's just stupid. Go back to the last one. What about the palms and the hands?
That would be that's Ceromancy by patterns. I'm sorry. Wait, what are you talking about?
There's something about hands you said.
So it's chiromancy.
Chiromancy is what again?
By the shape of the hands and lines in the palms.
It's like you're reading the hands. It's like, oh my god, I lost 4 fingers. I was attacked by a dog. Like, oh, okay.
You just had to get a joke in there.
Do you think that affects the fortune if it's mutilated by something? Like, let me read your stump.
Chronomancy is by determination of lucky and unlucky days.
Oh, that's a real thing.
Clairvoyancy is spiritual vision or inner sight. I believe in clairvoyance. I believe clairvoyancy is a thing. Dad, do you believe in clairvoyant people?
I do believe in clairvoyance.
It kind of pisses me off, but yeah, I'm in the same boat with you guys. Like, every once in a while you get that feeling of like, I knew I shouldn't have done this, and like, I was right. Fuck.
All right, how about you, Wes? Do you believe in clairvoyance? Yeah? Okay. So then we have clairomancy is by casting of lots or casting bones or stones.
That's stupid.
Cold reading is by using visual or oral clues.
That's not reading a fortune in someone's freezer?
No.
Okay.
Crystallomancy is by crystal ball. Exit spicy is by the entrails of animals.
Oh, you're reading shit. No, entrails. Like
Yeah.
like the way something gets eviscerated. Like it's like I think it was attacked by a bear. It's like no shit. It's right there, finishing it's chewing on its head.
And then you have face readings, which I do believe. I do believe in face readings.
Yeah,
I think there is a skill to read someone's emotions on their face, and they can tell if they're lying or not.
that's
something like
because you have body language. And one of the things I teach kids in class about acting is you can tell a story without ever opening your mouth based off of the way you're holding your body. You know, sometimes you don't even realize what you're doing, but you're displaying your emotions through your body language.
that. Yes. All right. So then we go to Feng Shui
Uh-oh.
with his that's Earth in Harmony.
Yeah.
That's what Feng Shui is.
Feng Shui.
Feng
You put the
Shui.
table in the corner and the couch against the wall, and it's the room breathes easier.
It has a nice Feng Shui.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Your fish has big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish. Gastromancy.
Hold on. So the reason why, like a lot of in Asian cultures, they don't have just like a stone driveway up to the house or a walkway. It's like zigzag trails. That way, because they believe like evil spirits can't make those tight corners, and they get lost on the way to your house and give up. So they have these winding driveways and shit to get to the front door. Which wow, I didn't say that.
Wow. Okay.
I did not say that, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
next one I think is kind of stupid, and it doesn't make any sense. Gastromancy.
It sounds like they're like
Well, I did just fart, so go ahead.
By stomach-based ventriloquism.
Yes.
I don't know.
This is stupid.
This is really bullshit. Really.
Geomancy by markings in the ground, sand, earth, and soil.
So maybe it's like, oh, my
So I have
stomach
a
is
question.
talking to me.
Would as far as geomancy, would you consider like the stuff in the crops by aliens geomancy?
No.
No, right?
First of
Crop
all,
circles?
let's
Crop
prove that
circles,
the crop
right.
circles were done by aliens.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we're not really sure of that yet either.
Harospicy, which is you determine what the livers of sacrificed animals are saying.
Well, this one was an alcoholic. Really? You could read his liver? No, he beat the shit out of his cubs. Keep going.
Hydromancy, which is by water.
Yep.
I Ching divination by yarrow stalks or coins and the I Ching. Cow Keem
easy.
by means of numbered bamboo sticks shaken from a tube. We're almost done.
Thank God.
Lithomancy is by stones or gems. Molybdomancy by molten metal after dumped in cold water. Naviology, which is by moles, scars, or other bodily marks. Necromancy is by the dead. Nephromancy is by the shapes of the clouds. Numerology is by numbers. Oneiromancy is by dreams. Onomancy is by names. Onychomancy is by the form of the palmistry looking at the fingernails. Palmistry is by lines and mounds on the hand. Oh. Parrot astrology.
Does that sound exactly what I think it is?
It's exactly what you think it is.
Go on.
By parakeets picking up fortune cards.
There's a guy on TikTok who plays Cards Against Humanity with his cat, and he lays out
that guy's hilarious.
Yeah, he is. He'll lay out the 5 cards in front of this cat, and the cat has these little cute glasses on, and he'll read the prompt, and the cat will sit there, and he's like, well, go ahead, and he'll just smack at a card, and it's always the funniest card. I mean, this is just fucking ridiculous and stupid. What I'm getting from this is, if there's a way to look at something and interpret it, we can build a fortune off of it.
Wait, we still have more.
His ass hair is 16 centimeters. He was a king in Spain in the 1400s.
Paper fortune telling, which is origami used to in fortune telling games. Pendulum, we talked about pendulum. Pyromancy, there you go.
Yeah,
That's the one I wanted.
It's by gazing into fire.
I was
Yeah.
gonna burn shit and just say like how the ashes like looked. Like, yes,
I predict
misfortune.
I predict 3rd-degree burns, and you light them on fire.
I predict
So
misfortune.
then we go to abdomancy, which is divination by gods. Sorry, not gods, rods. Rune casting or runic divination by runes. Scrying, which is by looking at or into reflective objects.
Yeah.
Spirit board, which we know about that. Taromancy, which is by form of cartomancy using tarot cards. and then we talked about the ones with the tea leaves. That is all the forms of fortune telling that that they have so far.
I still think that the pyro one is the best one because you can't go wrong with fire.
Easy.
Dad, you have something to say?
I'm not sure. To me, it's all bullshit. It just sounds like somebody wanted to get on Wikipedia and just sat there and go, "Well, what can we do now?" And give you a
Well, it's
laundry
not all
list of
just-
the
it's
shit.
not all bullshit.
This is all real shit.
It's
I
not,
got a
it's, not, it's
question.
not. It's not all bullshit because you believe in the clairvoyancy.
Clairvoyancy is different.
How? It's fortune.
No, it's not. Clairvoyancy.
Well, clairvoyancy is used to tell fortune.
Listen, I'm the one wearing the wizard hat.
So let's just put it like this. Let's get into as far as culturally. So
Sure.
Western fortune tellers typically attempt predictions on matters such as romances, financial, and childbearing prospects. Many fortune tellers will also give character readings. In contemporary Western cultures, it appears that women consult fortune tellers more than men. Some women
that's
have
true,
maintained long relationships with their personal readers. Telephone consultations with psychics grew in popularity through the 90s.
like Miss Cleo.
Through the 90s. and
Is
the-
your boyfriend cheating on you, babe? Well, you don't do something about that, he gonna keep doing it. Pick up the phone. Dial 1-900 Miss Cleo. I tell you what he gonna do.
You probably offended so many people out there.
Oh, I mean, this whole
Is she?
season.
I think she's dead, too.
I think this whole season is just
Fuck Miss Cleo.
warn you.
Who remembers Miss Cleo?
Popularity through the 90s and the 2010s, additional contact methods such as email and video conferencing also became available. In-person methods of consultation as a business in North America. So
They're found at
It's-
every
it's-
boardwalk on the Jersey Shore.
it is a big fucking. Okay.
Because there's money in people's stupidity.
As far as apparently, like society,
Mostly
and
women's
people,
stupidity.
Dionne Warwick. We all know who Dionne Warwick is, right? Well, she's a singer. I don't know, West, if you don't know who Dionne Warwick is.
Dialogue.
She had a psychic friend and a bunch of psychic friends selling advice on love, money, and success. In a nation where the power of crystals and the likelihood that angels hover nearby prompt more contemplation than ridicule, it may not be surprising that 1 million people a year call Miss Warwick's friends. So that is,
the power of marketing.
Yep. Then you have the clientele. It's just the Fortune 500 companies. The leaders are going to fortune tellers and asking stuff like that. Then it's a full-time career, and then you have different services. You know, they really.
If I find out that the leader of a Fortune 500 company is going to a psychic, I'm pulling my stock from it.
One thing that's interesting, and we'll end this episode on that, is the legality in fortune telling. There is so in 1982, the socialists Danny L. and Lynn Jorgensen found that when it is reasonable, fortune tellers comply with local laws and purchase a business license. However, in the United States, a variety of local and state laws restrict fortune telling, require the licensing or bonding of fortune tellers, or make necessary the use of terminology that avoids the term fortune teller in favor of such terms as spiritual advisor or psychic consultant. There are also laws that outright forbid the practice in certain districts. For instance, fortune telling is a Class B misdemeanor in the state of New York under New York State Law S165.35. Lawmakers who wrote this statute acknowledge that fortune tellers do not restrict themselves to a quote-unquote show or exhibition solely for the purpose of entertainment or amusement, and that people will continue to seek out fortune tellers even though fortune teller operations in violation of the law.
Because it's likely that it's a scam. Because there's no way to prove it. So you can have, like, stall number one being someone who is legitimately gifted as a psychic through some whatever divine means, and in stall number two you have a con man who puts on a really good show. And what's going to happen? You can go to both and get the same goddamn result.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there's laws in place.
Well, in the states of Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, all forms of fortune telling are illegal. Similarly, in New Zealand, Section 16 of the Summary Offences Act of 1981 provides a $1,000 penalty for anyone who sets out to deceive or pretend for financial.
You said in Pennsylvania, right? It's illegal?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin.
I always wanted to meet an Amish psychic.
In Australia, fortune telling is illegal. In South Australia and the Northern Territory, in Canada, being paid to fraudulently tell fortune is a criminal offense under the Criminal Code of Canada. In Nigeria, pretending to exercise witchcraft or tell fortunes for gain or reward is punishable by a year in prison.
We don't like spooky shit, eh?
Saudi Arabia also bans the practice outright, considering fortune telling to be sorcery and thus contrary to Islamic teaching or jurisprudence. It has been punishable by death.
Damn right.
Some asshole makes the right guess, and all of a sudden he's beheaded. Well, that's the other thing I was gonna say. Like, none of this. Never mind. Just keep going.
No, that's it. I mean, that's all I have. That's the final takes for this because we're going a little overtime right now. So final takes for this.
Shit.
So we'll go with you, Pope. Pope the
For right now, I'm Wizard Tony the First.
Oh, that's right. Tony the Teller. Tubby the Teller. Please, Tubby the Teller, tell me your
Tubby the Teller.
What is your final thoughts?
Based off of the heat of the room. I don't fucking know. This is stupid shit. Like I said, if there's a way to look at something that has variables to it, you can guess what those variables mean. Like the way the wax drips. If it drips this way, to the left, to the right, long, short, whatever the fuck. The molten metal in the water, as it cools, it makes this shape. The tea leaves, as they settle at the bottom of the cup.
Get to the fucking point.
If there's something that's manipulatable, that can be manipulated, and there's so many unpredictabilities of how it can be manipulated by natural means, you can make a guess on it. And what? Like it's like some states it's legal, some states it's not. You wait till the first guy who wins the fucking Powerball says, "I got my numbers from a psychic." Every fucking psychic would be closed the next day. The fucking U.S. government, the IRS would step in and go, "We can't have this shit."
All right, Mr. West. Final thoughts.
It's kind of dumb.
Kind of dumb. Thank you. How about you, Dad?
I think it's all bullshit. 100% bullshit. Again, no proof. Show me some proof. Be consistent. If you want me to believe, now I'm not going to go down to all the different ones. You read fire, read this, read your back of your balls. I don't know any of that shit. But if you want me to believe, I need you to prove yourself at least 85% of the time to be accurate.
Ooh, that's a high.
Yeah, because you know what? I'll be honest with you. When you got weak-minded people in this country, there's no shortage of that. All right.
Thank you. That's all I was saying last season during the fucking.
All right. Can you not cut me off? You asked me for my opinion.
Weak-minded motherfuckers.
Okay. When you have weak-minded people that are paying money to go have somebody else tell their future instead of work hard and make your own future your own, that's a fucking problem. All right. And I applaud these states and stuff that are literally saying, you know, not here. And practice, and I think Anthony's right. If somebody comes to you and says, you know what, I got the lottery because Miss Cleo told me the numbers, they're gonna shut that motherfucker down real quick.
It's bullshit.
Okay.
By the way, for those playing the home game, Miss Cleo was I don't even think she was Jamaican or whatever. She was an actress.
You just assumed that way and just made her voice.
Well, no. I was there. You may not remember her, but I remember the commercials at night. This was a commercial that used to come on television, and it was this black woman sitting at a.
You said the black a little too hard, my friend.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. There was a black woman
sitting
there. She was supposed to be something, right? Jamaican or whatever. And she's sitting at a table, and sometimes she has cards in front of her, sometimes she has a crystal ball, and she would advertise to call her service. And sometimes you'd hear someone on the phone, and like, I think my boyfriend's cheating on me, and she'd flip a card and like, she definitely cheating on you, love. And she would say that shit. Like, this is a real
Can we do
thing.
a show where he can talk nothing but accents? Because, I mean, seriously.
No.
He's got one
because
for everything.
it's, you know what it is? It's going to be, it's one giant beep.
Second the phone call starts, like, oh, Mumba Club, and then just.
Okay. So, we have 2 more episodes this season.
Sure.
You didn't ask West.
I did ask Wes. He said it's bullshit. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. So, the 2 episodes we have, we're talking about spiritual communication devices.
Hold on, she is dead. Miss Cleo died in 2016.
See, look, you put the wizard hat on, you predicted her death.
I didn't predict anything. I said I think she died. But she's a television personality and actress, best known for portraying Miss Cleo.
So lucky we not in Saudi Arabia. I head the fuck out of you right now.
A
for that.
spokeswoman for a psychic pay-per-call minute service in a series of commercials that ran from 97
All right.
to 2003.
Like I
She's
said,
dead.
we're
You think
next-
she figured that out before she died?
Next week, we're talking about spiritual communication devices. I'm talking Ouija boards, and I'm talking seances and all that bullshit, which should be a fun episode.
So you just gave us your thoughts already this week?
No. I didn't say it's bullshit. I said and all that bullshit. You know.
Okay.
So I'm not saying it's bullshit. And then to season finale, we're talking about Ariosophy, which is the theology behind the Aryan race, which I think is going to be fucking incredible.
Oh, no.
I can't wait for that episode because I think that it's Nazi shit. Not that I care about the Nazis, but Nazi shit is actually pretty fucking interesting when you look into it.
I think you should end the episode right there.
All right.
Yes,
so
please.
next week we're talking about spiritual communication devices. We thank you guys for listening. Everybody say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Adios, motherfuckers.
Yatsumi.
Remember, everybody, go to isthisrealpc.com, go to all of our social medias, and question everything. Good night. The one that always gets me is when the batteries start to drain. Because
Right.
you can't fake that.
No, you can't fake a dying battery.
But I got a problem with that, and I'll tell you why. And I don't know, somebody, maybe it was you, somebody asked me the question the other day that I was telling them about the show I was watching, and they went, and it was really paranormal, and the batteries were being drained.
Yeah.
Somehow, the TV batteries, the TV cameramen's batteries are never drained. I've never seen that happen.
Well,
They're, yeah.
do you know why I think that is? Because they're targeting specific batteries.
Are you a filmmaker, cosplayer, or special effects enthusiast looking to take your creations to the next level? Then look no further than New Rule FX. From realistic props to professional grade special effects equipment, New Rule FX has everything you need to bring your vision to life. Explore their extensive catalog of high-quality products and unleash your creativity like never before. Visit our link in the description to shop now below.
Hey everybody, I'm JC3.
And I'm Mr. West.
And this episode is brought to you by Dubby. Made by professionals in the USA, Dubby was formulated to give you focus and energy with no jitters or crash. Their formula contains vitamins, amino acids, including the patented neurofactor. You know what Dubby doesn't give you?
What is that?
No calories,
No calories.
no sugars,
No sugar.
no fillers,
No fillers.
and no artificial flavors. When the raw ingredients arrive to their FDA-registered and inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP guidelines, they undergo a quarantine while a small sample of each ingredient is taken to test for any impurities, while also being tested to ensure that the ingredients are actually what they are supposed to be and have the proper dosage.
And once the ingredients pass all the tests, then they're cleared to get mixed into the formula. So head on over to dubby.gg and use our offer code IsThisRealPC for 10% off your first order. That's DUBBY.GG and use the code IsThisRealPC for 10% off. They have great flavors such as Galaxy Grenade, Dub Sludge, Passion Joy Tea, Monkey Madness, and Dragonade. My personal favorites.
Dragonade right here. I got Dragonade right here. Delicious.
Drink Dubby.
And be better.
These products are not intended to diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.
Who wants better sex? And who wants better sex starting now? The best way to get started is go to adamandeve.com.
Adam and Eve is offering 50% off just any item.
But that's not all. When you select your one item, you will also get 3 bonus items. That includes a gift for him, a special gift for her, and a gift you'll both like.
Plus 6 free movies for your viewing pleasure and free shipping.
There is discreet shipping as your privacy is priority, plus 100% free shipping on your entire order.
Doesn't matter how much you spend or what you buy, it will all be packaged and sent discreetly for free.
Don't wait. Better Sex is just one click away.
That's 50% off one item, 3 free gifts, 6 free movies, and free shipping.
Bring more pleasure and satisfaction to your bedroom.
Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy or anything you desire.
Just enter code QUESTION at checkout.
That's question, QUESTION at adamandeve.com.
This exclusive offer is specific to this podcast only, so be sure at checkout you punch in the code QUESTION, that is QUESTION, at checkout, and get your 50% off one item, 10 free gifts, and free shipping. Remember, use code QUESTION. Also remember to listen to Is This Real every Sunday at 8 o'clock with new episodes starting July 16th. Remember, everybody, question everything and put that question at the end of your checkout at adamandeve.com. Calling all cat lovers. Are you tired of your furry friend taking over your living space? Say hello to Cat Cave Co., your one-stop shop for all things stylish cat furniture. Their modern designs seamlessly blend into your home decor while providing your cat with a cozy sanctuary of their own. Discover the perfect piece for your feline friend today using the link in the description and reclaim your space without compromising your style. Your cat will thank you.
Hey, fellow truth seekers. Want to take your love for the Is This Real podcast to the next level? Check out our exclusive merchandise line designed for curious minds like yours in mind. From comfy tees and hoodies to stylish mugs and accessories, our merchandise is the best way for you to show your passion for unraveling the mysteries of the fucking universe. Visit our online store at isthisrealpc.com and gear up to explore the universe in style. Don't just listen, wear your curiosity with pride with Is This Real podcast merchandise.
Hey there, fellow truth seekers. Are you ready to dive deep into the mysteries of the universe? Look no further than isisraelpc.com, your one-stop destination for all things mysterious and unexplained. From captivating podcast episodes to thought-provoking articles, our website is packed with fascinating content that will leave you questioning reality. Visit isisraelpc.com today and join our community of curious minds as we explore the unknown together. Don't just wonder, discover the truth today at isisraelpc.com.